Hallo und herzlich willkommen zurück zu The Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky Second Chapter. Wir sind immer noch in Roland und versuchen diesem mysteriösen Nebel auf die Schliche zu kommen und die Leute sind alle umgefallen, deswegen werden wir jetzt erst einmal hier uns umschauen und die Opfer befragen, was denn hier passiert ist. Oh dearie me. Estelle Bright, look at you, a senior bracer and everything. Oh, hey, Miss Maggie. Pat, sorry I didn't say hi earlier, Pat. Well, we heard about Luke. Estelle! Der kleine Luke ist nämlich ohnmächtig. Oh, hey, Pat, is that bad? Is it that bad? Well, you see, our little Pat is the one who found Luke after he collapsed. Oh no. Pat, don't worry. It'll be okay. Maggie, how is your grandson? Is he hurt? What? No, not at all. He's just sound asleep. Really, I think this is all a bit of a fuss. He'll be right as rain tomorrow, I'm sure. The little rascal just wore himself out like boys do, you know? Really, him not waking up? Foolish. Maggie? Hey, Pat, can you tell us what happened when Luke fell asleep? Huh? We're investigating what happened on behalf of the mayor, on behalf of the town. Pat, if there's anything you can tell us, it might help us solve this and wake Luke up. Please, Pat. Estelle, okay, I'll tell you. Thanks, Pat. So, where and when did Luke fall asleep? I wasn't there when he fell asleep, but I found him on top of the clock tower. I think it was just past 5 a.m. wahrscheinlich. We were playing hide and seek in the fog. I was looking for Luke. And when I found him, he was asleep. I thought he was just being a jerk and tried to wake him up, but he wouldn't. I see. Wait, one thing I don't see. Who the heck carried Luke down from the clock tower? Oh, that was Mr. Paddington. He came up and found us just when I was trying to figure out what to do. He said he came up to make sure the clock was working and the fog wasn't causing any problems. Oh yeah, that's just like Mr. Paddington. Okay, think I've got the gist of it. Pat, I was wondering, when you were playing, did anything strange happen? Strange? Did you see anyone you didn't recognize? Hear any strange sounds? Like Estelle said, anything could help. I don't remember much except all the whites of the fog. I do remember thinking it was really creepy not seeing anyone at the landing port. I see, huh. So creepy fog aside, nothing really suspicious happened? Nuts. Seems that way. Thank you both of you. You've given us some food for thought. I'm glad we could be of help, dearie. Estelle, is Luke gonna be okay? Yeah, you bet he will. Pat, don't cry anymore, okay? Luke will tease you if he finds out when he wakes up, you know? Okay, yeah, I won't cry anymore. Okay, also wir haben de facto einfach nichts herausgefunden. Pat's account found Luke asleep at the clock tower around 5 a.m. Tabitha later made at the Merrill Manor. Tabitha at the bar Redford near the West Gate. Okay. Dann gehen wir erstmal in eine Bar, weil die ist ja direkt nebenan. Wobei das Westgate müsste ja auch hier sein. Ist egal, wir gehen erstmal in die Bar. Das ist, glaube ich, am einfachsten und vermutlich oben und nicht in der Küche wird sie liegen. Ja, Tatsache. Das müsste Tabitha sein. Hi, Alyssa, sorry, Still, yes, hi. This is great. When did you get back from training? I've been so worried. You didn't come back for so long. Sorry, I got kind of busy and couldn't say hi. So, is your mom doing alright? Well, it seems like she's sleeping okay. But I'm so worried. She won't, wake up or do anything, even if you shake her. Father Divine said there's nothing to worry about, but I see. We're investigating this at the request of the mayor. Could we ask you a few questions? Oh yeah, sure. Ask me anything you want. Okay then, first, why'd your mother fall asleep and when? And I see, it was about 5 a.m. I think. Mom and I went out to clean the chairs and stuff on the terrace. The chairs? Yeah, we figured that they might get damaged from all the humidity in the air due to this creepy fog, you know? We'd finished weatherproofing the ground floor, you see, so we figured we'd totally store the chairs too. I see, alright, and then? Okay, so while we were cleaning up, Dad called me. When I got back, Mom was all zonked out in one of the chairs. So you didn't see her fall asleep then? Yeah, sorry. So I tried talking to her, shaking her, but she wouldn't wake up. I totally freaked out and called Dad, and he carried her up to her bed. And then she wouldn't. Mom, Alyssa. Eliza? Nee, Alyssa, ne? Müsste Alyssa sein. Sorry. I'm sort of losing it cause you're home too, Estelle. Yeah, I know. It's okay, you don't need to worry. Yeah. Erstmal knuddeln, immer gut. Knuddeln ist sich gegenseitig reparieren. So. I'm okay now, thanks. Did you wanna ask anything else? 1 second. Shira, you got anything? Possible. Alyssa, did anything strange happen before or after your mother went to sleep? Did you see anyone who you didn't recognize or hear anything strange? People I didn't recognize? Actually, yeah, just as I was heading inside, I saw this lady come out of the clock tower. A woman? Was it someone from Roland, you think? Well, I couldn't see her face, the fog made it kinda hard to see the details, but her clothes were really weird. I figured she had to be a traveler of some sort, you know? Really weird? What was weird about them? She was wearing this sort of black dress robe thing. I can't lie, it was kinda hot. It was a bit hard to see details through the fog though, like I said. I see. Still, this is really valuable. We need to go tell Aina this. Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Alyssa. You've helped us tremendously. No, it's okay. Good luck with your investigating stuff. And don't worry, okay? You can count on us to save your mom. We'll figure this out and wake her up. I know. Thanks, Estelle. Ja, das ist auch jetzt endlich mal ein nützlicher Hinweis. Dann war noch ein, beim Bürgermeister, glaube ich, ne? Pets account, saw woman, Lisa made at the mayoral, Mayor und Mayoral, oder? Ja. Korrigiert mich gern, Aussprache ist nicht immer meins, aber ihr wisst hoffentlich, was gemeint ist. So, wir gehen erstmal rein und ich schätze mal, hat die nicht, nee, also da müssen wir auch nach oben, aber die wird ihren eigenen Raum haben, denke ich mal. Ja, hier. Estelle Sherazade, welcome. Hi, ma'am. Did Mayor Klaus tell you about us? Yes, you're investigating the fainting cases. If there's anything I can do to help, please feel free to ask. Thank you. Well, firstly, how's Lita? Lita, she won't awake no matter what we do. I pray she'll wake normally come the sunrise, whatever that's worth in this fog. But for now, all I can do is keep an eye on her. That's awful. Where exactly did Lita collapse, and do you remember when? Let me see, it would have been just before 5 a.m. I stepped out of the kitchen and found her collapse in the entryway. I panicked a little, needless to say, and called for Klaus, who was able to carry her to bed. But to think there are others afflicted the same way? She collapsed in the entryway? Hang on, was the door locked at the time? I don't believe it would have been. After all, people have been visiting all day to speak to my husband about how to deal with this fog. Well, that's a list of suspects a cell long then. Oh, how long were you in the kitchen, by the way? About 30 minutes, I suppose? Alright, I think we have a good picture of what happened. One last thing, if I may. Was there anything strange before or after Lita collapsed? Strange? What do you mean? Did the house have any unfamiliar visitors, or were there any odd sounds? Anything you can think of, man? Let me think. Well, I'm not sure I'd call it strange, but it was memorable. While I was in the kitchen, I heard this faint sound of a bell. The sound of a bell? Hold on a sec, didn't we hear one too? It was such a lovely sound, I thought Lita rang it perhaps. But that reminds me, I haven't been able to find that bell. I wonder where she put it. You've given us a lot to think about, ma'am. If anything else happens, please contact us at the guild at once. Yes, of course. Oh, and everyone, do be careful, won't you? Yeah, we will. Thanks for your help. Ja, da zeichnet sich so langsam ein Bild ab, ne? Und jetzt haben wir noch Redford near the West Gate. Und ich schätze mal, das wird einfach da... Also wir haben ja jetzt nicht wie in anderen großen Städten so ein fettes Tor. Wobei die anderen Städte haben das auch nicht, ne? So oder so, ich schätze mal, dass das einfach ein Haus, was daneben sein soll, da wir schon oben waren. Und in der Bar würde ich verschätzen, dass das hier einfach ist, oder? Wir gehen einfach mal rein. Nee, das ist es nicht. Aber hier gibt es ja noch mehrere Häuser. Vielleicht unten? Ja, sehr schön. Oh, hello. You're still in Sherazade, right? Yes, good evening. We're here to investigate by order of the mayor, but is Mr. Redford okay? Yes, but there's been no change, I'm afraid. He's sound asleep and seems comfortable, but we cannot wake him no matter what we do. Is our only option to wait and watch over him until morning? I'm afraid so, that's all you can do, for now at least. I know this is a bad time, but could we ask you a few questions? Of course. I don't know if we can answer everything, but I'll be happy to help in any way I can. Thank you, you two. Firstly, when and where did Redford fall asleep? The time around 5:30, I guess. The place, well, just outside the door, essentially. Outside the door? So, what, in the hallway? Yes, I heard a knock and a voice say, "I'm home." I unlocked the door to greet him, but when I did, I found my father-in-law on the ground, unconscious. To be honest, I thought father had simply gotten drunk again. But I couldn't smell any alcohol on his breath. I thought it was strange, and then we couldn't wake him, no matter what we did. So we went to go see Father Divine. I see, I think I understand the situation. One last question is, if I may. Was there anything odd about the situation before Redford fell asleep? Anything odd? What, do you mean like this blasted fog? Aside from that, for example, did you see anyone odd, hear any strange noises? Come to think of it, when we were dragging Redford in, you noticed it too, huh? In all this fuss, I thought I just imagined it. What is it? It was when we were putting Redford to bed. We both heard, it seems, the sound of a bell. The sound of a bell here too. It was surprisingly lovely, really. I simply thought someone outside rang one. Thank you. You've given us a lot of information. If you remember anything else, please contact the guild straight away, alright? Yes, of course. Well, excuses then. Ich finde es übrigens schön, dass Sherazad im Grunde genommen das gleiche gesagt hat wie eben, aber es ist ein neuer Dialog, weil sie das anders mit anderen Worten auffüllt. Finde ich eine schöne Sache, dass man sich sogar hier die Mühe gemacht hat. Ne? We'll be back to check up tomorrow. Okay, thank you, Estelle. Dann haben wir es, oder? Schau nochmal. Elissa. Ja, dann haben wir alles. Gehen wir zurück zur Gilde. Und wahrscheinlich werden wir jetzt wieder mal zusammenfassen, was wir gefunden haben. Es ist ja nicht viel, aber es ist was. Fishing Spot, genau, das müssen wir noch machen. Okay, das war das Falsche. Ich dachte, ja, ne, logischerweise, ich habe gedacht, können wir ja repawnen. So, you're investigating the Koma cases officially on behalf of Mayor Klaus? Good. How's the questioning going? Pretty well, I think. We've heard from the families of everyone who's been affected, but I think we're ready. Alright, let's call everyone together and compare notes on what we've discovered. Wie schön gemacht. I see, it sounds like your investigation went well. The testimonies of those close to the affected is particularly interesting. There seems to be at least one common thread among all of them. Yeah, that's... The sound they heard, haben aber nicht alle gesagt, time it happened. Auch nicht immer gleich, also keine Zeugen. Ne? Einmal war es nämlich 5:30, den Sound haben auch nicht alle gehört, also würde ich sagen, no witnesses. Yes, exactly. The one commonality between all 4 testimonies is that there was no witnesses to anyone collapsing at all. I get it. They were put to sleep when they were alone, is what you're saying. In that sense, the fog begins to make sense. It's hard to see anything when vision is this poor. A demon that devours the souls of its victims unseen by others, shrouded in fog. A horrific image to be sure, but one which fits our antagonists perfectly. Wow, that's scary. Thanks for the nightmare fuel, Olivier. In that case, we do have some useful testimony on the identity of our demon. Yes, the sound of a bell and a woman robed in black. I'd say it's safe to say both of them are related to our slumbering citizens. The problem is, though, Elissa is the only one who saw a woman in black. Maybe it's just a coincidence? I very much doubt that. You have to remember what happened at the place the woman was seen. Oh. Stimmt, Luke collapsed. Also sie hat sie zwar gesehen, aber sie kam aus dem Turm raus. Yes, exactly. The black-robed woman was leaving the clock tower, and that would be where Pat found Luke. Yeah, there's no way that's a coincidence. So that woman in black is... There's no question now. There's an enforcer skulking around in the mist here in Roland. Son of a... Fog from an unknown source and people collapsing into comas would be our phenomena then. And the sound of that bell is the message. At least we know the nature of our foe now. I'm going to contact the other guild branches, especially Elnan, and let them know our situation. What do you plan to do? It's almost certain that there will be more attacks on the citizenry. We need to spend the night patrolling. Yeah, I'm up for that. If we do it in shifts, we should be able to rest a little too. You shouldn't worry about that. Huh? Leave the night patrol to us guys. You all go home and get some rest. But wait, it's a good idea still. You look dead on your feet and I know this has been draining for you. Take Chloe and Tita home with you and you three get some rest. But... okay, I will. Shirazad, were you acting like we're talking about someone else? Like I said, leave the patrol to us guys. What? It's not really about gender, mind. You've been working yourself as raw as Estelle on this case all day. Let us handle things for tonight. You go rest. No, just a minute. I'm a B-rank bracer. I don't need my hand held like some... Shira, do not look a gift horse in the mouth. Your words protest your lack of wariness, but your body language states otherwise. Is it not also the responsibility of a bracer to stay rested and ready to act? Very well. Shira, Agate, Zin, be careful out there, alright? Leave it to us. Well, remember, you guys better be ready for action tomorrow morning. Ja. Das ist mal eine Ansage. The high moon weaves grosser threads through the mist. We should rest soon. Well then, Estelle, lead on to your home. Why exactly are you coming with us, Olivier? Fear not, my sweet. Olivier Lemheim is a perfect gentleman who would never overstep his bounds, especially in a gathering of lovely ladies such as this. Now, my purpose is merely to protect you. Olivier, I think we'll be alright, really. Well, we'll be protected, alright, once I tie you to a mattress and throw you in the river, that is. Hey, idiot, what the hell are you doing out here? We need to figure out who'll be on patrol and when. What? Oh god, the muse of comedy touches you. Did you not say that you and Zin would handle the patrol? No, I said leave it to us guys. Last I checked, that includes you. But I could be wrong. Come on, get inside. Agate, wait a moment. Ich finde es so schön, wie immer weggezogen wird. Olivier ist schon ein Charakter, kann man sagen, ne? Well, that's probably the best way to domesticate Olivier on the whole. How the heck can he not show any, like, tension or anything, you know, predicament, though? I don't know. It's hard to tell sometimes whether he's joking or really serious. I'm pretty sure he was 100% serious. One way or another, though, he's a bad influence on Tita, yeah. Well, I kind of feel sorry for Olivier, though. Shira? It's nothing. As much as I despair to borrow his words, he did have a point. We should call it a night soon. Yeah, that's true. Okay, Tita, Chloe, follow me. I'll show you guys the way. Und da sind wir, wieder im schönen, heimeligen Heim der Breits. Estelle und Cassius Breit. Oh, kuscheln. Huh? Was it a door? Oh, Tita. Huh? Estelle, what? I'm sorry to wake you, Tita. I'm just gonna make sure I locked up properly, okay? I'll be right back, so you just snuggle up and go back to sleep, okay? Okay. Come back soon, Estelle. Ich kann schon verstehen, warum sie alle cute und knuddelig finden. Die ist ein kleines, cutes Mädchen. Das ist schon... Die möchte man einfach beschützen. Das ist okay. Und ich rede wirklich aus einer Perspektive heraus. So im Sinne von kleines Baby, das man lieb haben muss. So. Okay, das war's schon. Shira? Ja, was geht denn hier ab? Estelle, is something wrong? I heard a sound and got up to check it out. I thought it might be you. It was, I'm sorry. Being able to wake when you sense the slightest change in your environment? Now you're acting like a proper bracer. Well, I don't know about that. I think I'm just nervous. I've got a lot on my mind and I feel kind of confused. I see. So hey, Are the cards showing you anything? Let's take a look. The inverted emperor. Mercy, empathy, trust, difficulty, inexperience, and uncertainty regarding your enemies. Wow, I don't really get how one card can have that much meaning. And what do you mean by uncertainty regarding my enemies? Huh, I didn't draw that card for you, Estelle. It sounds like you think some of that does apply to you, though. This wouldn't have anything to do with what you spoke with Mr. Burns about, would it? Oh, I'm sorry, Estelle. I'm really not trying to rush you. I do think getting it off your chest would help, though, once you're ready. Also im Grunde genommen ist sie doch verdammt neugierig. Shira, do you have a few minutes? Honey, you're practically my little sister. You have all my minutes. That's what older sisters are for. Oh, Shira, could you take a look at this? Genau, jetzt zeigen wir ihr auch das Fotograf. A photo? What in... Well, this answers one question at least. I can see why you've been so distracted. Yeah, I bet he's with them as a front of sorts for whatever clandestine work he's doing. Yes, I see. With them he can do the sorts of things he couldn't easily do if he was having to maintain a brace's face. I wonder what his goals are, though. Shira, aren't you just a little bit surprised? To be completely honest, I was expecting far worse. I remember hearing that the soldiers attacked during the bandit raid were simply knocked unconscious, not killed. I'm certain Joshua's skills had a lot to do with that. Yeah, that's true. Getting caught on film was a bit careless of him, though. I should demand better of a student of me. Well, to be fair, it was Dorothy who took it. Sometimes I would swear it's like the hand of the goddess is guiding her pictures or something. She does seem possessed of the camera of miracles, yes. So, Shira, should I hand this photo over to Aina or Elnan? As a rule, bracers have only one obligation, that is to come to the aid of civilians who are unjustly harmed and to prevent such acts whenever possible. So let me ask you, is Joshua a danger to the citizenry? Will he work with his Kapwas to bring terror to Liebel's skies? Well, no, he'd never do something like that. Then you have exactly zero obligation to report anything. And I see no reason to say anything either, as I, too, am confident Joshua presents no danger. Ultimately, it comes down to whether you believe in Joshua or not. Or is that actually an ongoing question? I do believe in him, I do trust him, I'm just so worried. He's out there somewhere and I don't know where, and he's got those cold, unfeeling eyes. He looks like he doesn't care what happens to himself. I almost want to talk to Dad and try to get Joshua put into protective custody or something. Estelle, but then what did I do all of this for? Wasn't this all because I wanted to bring Joshua back myself? But then maybe I'm just being a selfish little girl. And oh yeah, once I get this far in, the headache sets in. I see. I wouldn't worry, Estelle. You're coming to an answer in your own way. I wouldn't fret. What do you mean? From the sound of it, you have a fairly good grasp of your feelings on this. All you've lost sight of is what you want to actually do. You'll find the answer you need if you take it one step at a time. I know you will. Shira, you already seem a lot calmer now than when you got off in the airship. You certainly seem to know what you need to do right now, at least. Yeah, that's true. When I heard that Alyssa's mom and Luke had both collapsed, I actually felt kind of motivated, you know? Like I can't sit around in my own little rain cloud. My own problems seemed to fade into the distance a little after that. Oh great, now I think I sound like a vapid, flighty pom. Don't know about that though, you're definitely cute enough to be a pom. I do think you should keep moving forward. You've always solved your problems best by putting one foot in front of the other without stopping. Thanks, Shira. Now I sound like a charging rhinocida? Not a pun. Still, really thanks. I think I kind of see the answer in the distance now. I hardly did anything special. Anyway, Joshua's doing pretty well for himself now, isn't he? I never thought he and that bandit girl would be a match, but they're cute together. Oh great, now you're getting in on that. We don't know if there's anything going on there, you know. Oh, you think not? She is a very strong-willed, boyish sort of girl. And yet beneath that, there is a sort of deeply buried sense of refinement to her. That sounds like just the kind of girl Joshua would snuggle tenderly with. Shira, did you become a perverted old man while I wasn't looking or something? The fog seeped into your brain, didn't it? As they overcome perils together, the soil will become fertile with affection. Oh, but Estelle, why are you worried? If someone steals Joshua from you, all you have to do is take back your man. Bride versus Capua, a struggle to the death. Note to self, never talk to Shira about anything in the future at all, ever. I'm joking, Estelle, really. Still though, if you want to worry about Joshua, that would be the thing I'd worry about more in your shoes. You two are at that age after all. Oh, believe me, I'm plenty worried on that front too. Like there's Chloe for starters, huh? Nothing, I totally said nothing. Anyway, even despite all that, I'm actually a lot calmer now. I think I'm going to get back to the bed. Are you going to stay up, Shira? No, I won't be too long in getting back to bed myself. Agatha and the others had a point about getting some rest. That's true. What is it? Shira, is there something you're worried about? Well, a little perhaps. Give me a day or two, Estelle. We can talk about it then. Well, okay. I promise I won't worry about it too much then. Just keep your own advice in mind, okay? Don't drive yourself crazy or anything. Don't worry. I've got a bothersome little sister to handle all the crazy in my life. Huh. Well, good night, Shira. Good night, Estelle. Das ist doch gut gelaufen. Einfach mal die Seele frei geredet. Seele baumeln lassen, Spaß gehabt. The Inverted Emperor. Mercy, Empathy, Trust, Difficulty. Also schon wieder genau das Gleiche. Losing sight of what you want to do. I wonder who I was really talking about. Ja, über dich. Meine Güte, ist doch gar nicht mehr so schwer. Und da ist sie wieder. Die Glocke. Ah. Whoa, is it me or is it thicker than yesterday? Yes, it's definitely getting worse. I hope Agatha and the others are okay. At this point, good question. Even if it was just a patrol, I'm kind of worried. Let's go to the guild house. We should be able to hear about last night along with anything else. Good idea. Okay, ich habe jetzt noch hier bei mir aufgeschrieben, ich soll Schokolade kaufen, bevor ich zur Gilde gehe. Ich habe keine Ahnung warum. Ich habe mir das nur aufgeschrieben und ich folge meinem Vergangenheits-Ich sehr, sehr gerne. Also tun wir das. Wo kriegen wir das denn hier? Wahrscheinlich hier. Oh, Estelle, welcome back. Ryan, hi, sorry I haven't been in for a while. It's okay, I heard from others that you get back all right. I've really been looking forward to seeing you again. Really? Yikes, I'm sorry I didn't stop in earlier then. No, it's okay, I'm just glad you're safe. Still, you picked the heck of a time to come home. It's crazy out there. The fog still hasn't let up. Tell me about it. That reminds me, how was last night? Did anything happen? Huh? Oh no, nothing happened really. I guess the biggest event of evening was the red-headed bracer who stopped in before I went to bed. He said he was on patrol. Is he a friend of yours? Yeah, his name's Agatha. Sounds like the gentlemen are taking their manly patrol seriously at least. Huh. Hey Estelle, could we buy something for Agatha? Oh, and everyone else too? Oh, nice idea, Tito. Why not something sweet then? It would be a nice pick-me-up if they're tired. Sweet, eh? Might I recommend some of this new chocolate I just got in? Okay, jetzt wissen wir auch, warum wir es schon machen sollen. Schokolade. Okay, count rate goes for 200 Mira a bar. 600 Mira for all three. Genau, machen wir. Bla, 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 bla. Ja, komm. Machen wir. Ja, komm. Haben wir. Schokolade. Und jetzt gehen wir zur Gilde. Morning. Good morning. Ah, good morning. There you are. You slept well last night, I hope? Yeah, thanks. Definitely recharged my batteries. While not necessary, the extra rest was appreciated. Thanks, you two. The night patrol wasn't too rough, I hope? Thank you for doing that. Not at all. We slept in shifts, so we're fine. Of course, there's one of us still passed out at the hotel. I'm guessing you mean Olivier? Wow, so he really did do his part last night? That he did. He wouldn't stop complaining, but I think some of it was just for show. He did his job well. Well, be sure to thank him later then. So, what's the situation? Did anything happen overnight? The night patrol may have been a good idea because we've heard no new reports of people collapsing. But it's as we feared. All of yesterday's victims are still out cold and still completely unresponsive. Oh man, that's awful. Genau, hat sich nichts getan. Ich kürze das mal ein bisschen ab. The process of cloud expand. Also der Nebel wird auch noch größer. Die gesamte Trail ist jetzt voller Nebel. Und ja, es wird immer schlechter. Well, it's not all bad news. Between the reports from us and others, the Royal Armies agreed to dispatch 2 full squads here. They'll take over the defense of the city proper. Really sweet. Yes, they'll be coming from Boza over the Vert Bridge. That'll be a relief. If the army can take care of the city, that leaves us free to investigate the entire region. Right on. This gives us the chance we need to find the Ouroboros clown and bury her. My guess is that our suspect must be concealing herself in the region's more remote areas, but that gives us a huge amount of ground to cover. Okay, yeah, blah 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 blah, specific, and that net how, but I press gang you into helping with the evacuation of civilians to the city. Huh, evacuating? It seems all but certainty that the comas occur within the fog, and now the fog's reach is growing. Like I said, we received word earlier that it's reached the Malgamine, and it's also reached the Perzel farm. The Perzel farm too now? I see. So we need to bring the Pertels and the miners back into the city, where the army unit can keep them safe then. Yes, you can consider it a guild-assigned mission, pay and all. Think you could do that before you go looking for them? Keeping the civvies safe does take priority, I guess. As I remember, the mine is some... Genau, also wir gehen jetzt zur Mine und zu der Farm, damit wir die retten können, damit die nicht auf sich allein gestellt sind, weil die natürlich da draußen ein bisschen mehr Probleme haben, sich dagegen zu wehren. Okay. Und da kommt natürlich auch noch Olivier herein mit seiner Barde. Are you strumming your lute? Okay, bla 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 bla. Okay, das kürzen wir jetzt einfach mal ein bisschen ab. Das ist mir gerade ein bisschen zu viel. Indeed, well done. I merely did my duty as a gentleman and defender of love. To be honest, I had thought about stopping by Estelle's home while I was on patrol for a visit, but the fog was so thick I could barely even find the city gate. It was a tragedy, I tell you. Blah, 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 okay. Okay, a very Brest-like mission, huh? Okay, okay, er kommt mit. Alles cool. Lover, I didn't know you were... Cheater, don't listen to what she says. Das meine ich übrigens auch wieder, dass er wieder mit seiner Sexualität spielt. Fantastisch. It's better than being too serious. Anyway, if we fulfill the... The gift. Ah yeah, we did pick these up. The what now? What's this? Ah, und jetzt kriegen sie ihre Schokolade. This is for you. Huh? Oh my. Oh. Consider it a thank you note from those who enjoyed a full night's sleep. We all chipped in a little on it. Enjoy them, okay? Excellent. A bit of chocolate can be a good pick-me-up for a last stretch of road. Thanks. Ah, the taste of your love. I shall treasure it. Agathe? Do you not like chocolate, Agathe? Nah, it ain't that. It's just... Oh, you guys do some embarrassing stuff sometimes, you know that? He's embarrassed. Someone still needs a bit of practice at being sociable, I think. Shut up. Whatever, it'll be handy if we get hungry on the roads. Thanks. You're welcome. Man merkt so langsam, Titas Bewunderung für Agathe wächst und wächst. Anyway, we ought to get over to the Perzel farm. After you, Estelle. Estelle, you said a friend of yours lives there, right? She's an old friend from Sunday school named Theo Perzel. She lives out there with her parents and her younger twin siblings Will and Cher. We will be escorting minus, not counting Tita since she's armed, so we have to stay alert on this one. Well, we're off, Aina. Good luck out there. Gibt's eigentlich noch einen neuen Job? Nee, gibt's nicht. Also würde ich sagen, auch hier wieder, wir haben eine Menge geschafft. Wir haben das Mysterium ein bisschen gelüftet. Wir haben herausgefunden, dass es auf jeden Fall Ouroboros ist. Wer hätte das gedacht? Und wir haben sogar noch einen kleinen Leckerbissen für die Kollegen besorgt. Und ich würde sagen, mit diesem Mini-Erfolg machen wir für heute Schluss und werden in der nächsten Folge dann auch ein bisschen mehr wieder machen und vor allem zur Perzel Farm gehen und dort ein bisschen, ja, streng gesagt, auf die Kacke hauen, ne? Wobei, warte mal, ich habe noch eine Sache hier stehen, die wir machen können. Das können wir noch machen. Oh, how terrible. To think someone so lovely had such a secret. I can't carelessly invite her out of like this. Curses. I don't know if that lady really matches Anton's fever dream of an ideal girl. You'd get more of watching the pigeons if you ask me. I'm serious too. Pigeons are good people. Hard to get tired of watching them bird it up. Wir mussten noch kurz sehen, dass Antons Liebe mal wieder nicht funktioniert hat. Und das mit dieser traurigen Note kommen wir zum Ende dieser Folge. Vielen Dank wieder fürs Dabeisein. In der nächsten Folge wird es, glaube ich, ein bisschen schneller wieder zur Sache gehen. Wir werden auch endlich mal wieder ein bisschen kämpfen. Und ja, dieses Kapitel wird sich dank der kleinen Region nicht übermäßig in die Länge ziehen. Und deswegen glaube ich, sind wir vielleicht noch 2, 3 Folgen dran beschäftigt. Und dann sollte sich das auch schon wieder gelegt haben. In diesem Sinne, bis zum nächsten Mal und gehabt euch wohl. Tschüss!